I found myself a drone on Wish.com that's a little expensive. And we're going to see if what's actually on Wish is usable. In a different challenge than we normally do, I'm going to let someone fly a nice drone, in this case, the Autel Nano, and I'm going to fly this one, and we're going to see who can make the better video. Now, clearly this is a scam. This drone should not be this expensive. The Autel Nano, though, is about $700, so it's not specifically a direct comparison. I think more importantly is going to be how easy it is to fly. Especially just like a quick look down here can tell me that we're probably not using image stabilization or optical flow, and not image stabilization in the sensor, image stabilization as in positioning. Common modern drones, they have cameras pointed at the ground that use algorithms to detect movement. That's why a lot of DJI, Autel, Skydio, all these common drone companies use this because it makes the drones a lot more rock steady. I'm going to go through and buy this, and we're going to try to do a comparison to see who can make a better video. So, foldable drone, 5G Wi-Fi FPV, GPS positioning, surround flying, for F11 4K Pro. We've got 3 batteries, charging cable, spare propellers, gimbal cover, user manual, etc. So frame rate 30 FPS, photo resolution. Yuck, look at that video resolution. SD card. Okay, so it's supposed to be 4K. I doubt it. I'm going to be honest, I highly doubt it. But drone batteries, control distance. I don't think that control distance is going to be good either. It said 5G earlier. Hand gesture shooting, 360 degrees surround flying, hot trill. Didn't know we were into Star Trek. GPS positioning. I have no clue. I think we should just go through, select it. So we'll get a case, the drone, controller. Let's go through and buy it and see exactly what we get. Now, this one already looks scratched up, which is kind of stuff we've already mentioned. For an expensive drone, let's try to fly it. Here we go, let's give this a shot. And that, my friends, caused our gimbal to break. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see if we can fix this. Why would the gimbal break on it? Like, after that. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if I flip this one, for my whole point, I'll flip this one. To prove a point. And I will take off from the grass. So there is no reason that a gimbal should break or the thing should have flipped over, but a gimbal should break over flipping it over. I'm subjecting it to the same thing. So I guess, okay, not only is this crap, but I'm glad we have this. This is gonna be fun to see who can, I gotta fix this one because this is what I'm supposed to fly. And let's do it. I just wanna see, propeller-wise, these are a lot more fragile. We managed to still crash our drone. Same thing happened, same bumpy landing. I guess my point is this.
This is flying. This should not have happened. Well, boy, this is gonna be fun because this flies great. The other one broke its gimbal flying. Let's go land this one properly this time. And I'm going to go back inside and try to fix it. So here we are, round 2. I repaired the gimbal. This is gonna be more of a challenge than I thought it would be. It's always great when you take your hands off the controls and it has a mind of its own. Well, it looks like I can't control the yaw and pitch of the, or the rotation of the camera, so the camera's stuck as it is. Crap. Looks like we damaged an arm too, and then the gimbal of course came off. My job of super gluing was not the best. Yeah, I'll try to repair this one again. I was actually getting to the point I was kind of semi having a good time. However, yeah, so with the GPS it's manageable. Without it, it drifts a lot, so, which makes sense. However, I was having a good time, so this will be interesting to see when we go through, try to put it back together now, I guess. Okay, so the challenge is pretty simple. I gotta go through and record my part, and then it looks like my brother will be the one that will come out here and record his part later, which sadly it's gonna look like he is going to have to do it later at night, which may be a little bit more of a challenge, but I'll at least have the advantage of having a little bit more daylight, which we'll give it a shot with. So let me record my part and then we'll come out later and record his. Your challenge is to take a cinematic video of the shed. Such an interesting topic, I know. And that's your goal. How often have you flown drones, mister?
Like 3 times in total.
How many of those have ended up in a crash?
Okay, let's not talk about my win-loss ratio, okay?
So, I'll warn you that will crash if it's on the sides and above. If everyone votes and you make a better cinematic video, you get a drone, which...
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Hopefully I don't crash that one too.
Oh, okay. Let me show this. So this back here,
that's speed.
Adjusts the height or the way that the camera looks. So also press the button once or twice to reset the gimbal. That's how I have mine set up. That's your battery is here. Obstacle avoidance shows up in red, and you probably want to keep an eye on it. Also, yeah, stay below the trees. And then you also can, there's some different types of shots you can do. You can adjust, if you stop recording, you can also have it automatically do stuff. So it's got like all the quick shots, all that stuff too. So yeah, this has obstacle avoidance too. So, and it's below the 245 grams for registering the aircraft, so it doesn't have to be registered with the FAA in the United States. So sideways it doesn't have obstacle avoidance, and it will crash. Backwards it does. So.
Oh, it is backwards, isn't it?
Yep. And then you can look on the front there, give it a shot, and then you can try taking some videos. So, cinematography, they use a lot of like different shots. You can do slow motions and stuff like that. So it's in standard mode. Yep, that will look pretty. Stuff like that. You can fly in, zoom some stuff. I guess I want to take the last bit of this video to kind of dissect some of the montages. My stuff is clearly going to have atrocious camera quality. There is no justification to call this 4K. There is no, I think it's not a 4K sensor. A 4K sensor would not look like trash at 720p. I don't care what sensor it is, it would not look that bad. But so some things that I'm just noticing is I think the Wish drone, I mean, I like the colors. The colors kind of bright. But keep in mind, we flew at different times. The Autel Nano has a lot more, was flown at a darker time. However, it has a, the RYYB sensor on it, so it can detect a little bit more of that low light. But I think overall, some of the shots that I was able to get with the drone from Wish, just because of how dumb it was a perk. I mean, you definitely had some times in which the image, would kind of, you had like the one side of the image would lag, even though it's just, especially when flying next to the shed, you have a straight line that all of a sudden becomes diagonal when you're flying, and that's just, the low quality sensor. But I think overall, I was able to make some really cool shots. And I mean, I think I did the best with what I had. Now, my brother, on the other hand, he did quite an impressive job with what was provided to him, especially because the Nano was one of his first drones that he's flown. I think it makes it a lot easier for him to fly, given the optical flow. He was able to take some really cool shots above the shed that would not have been possible with the drone, especially with the Wish drone, especially because the Wish drone did not even get a successful GPS lock period at all during the 30 minutes that I was flying. Also, it was easier for him to fly. I chose to do riskier stuff. He did stuff that wasn't risky at all. And I think the stuff that I did, I had to, because there were so many low qualities of the drone that I was, the Wish drone. I had to make sure that I did the best that I could with what I was given and take advantage of the strengths, which was flying in places in which the, obstacle avoidance would not have even allowed me. Like the Nano keeps you hovering, prevents you from crashing. So you have to be very, keeps you at least from crashing on the ground. Like, it will keep you above the ground, it will slow down, it will hover at least like, a feet or two off the ground. Whereas the Wish drone had no sense of where it was. I think it looks good, but you guys will have to decide on what you guys like most. So, me or my brothers. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this investigation into this Wish drone, and I definitely enjoyed flying these two, and it was honestly a lot closer than I thought it would be. It was a lot closer than I thought, and I had a good time though. I had a good time. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.